the state of Goa's Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar has passed away. That's the story that's breaking here on Wion World is One. It's been a long period of illness for the former Defence Minister of India and the current Chief Minister of the western state of Goa, Manohar Parrikar. And now we have news coming in, initial reports telling us that Goa's Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar is no more. He is the first IITian from the Indian Institute of Technology to become a Chief Minister. And he has died of pancreatic cancer at the age of 63. Our thoughts and prayers and condolences with the family of Mr. Manohar Parrikar at this point in time, as we announce this piece of news here on Wion World is One. Former Defence Minister of India, current Chief Minister of the state of Goa, Manohar Parrikar, has passed away at the age of 63 due to pancreatic cancer. We have our political editor Kartikeya Sharma now joining us on the phone line for more. Kartikeya, this is a big loss for the BJP and the country.
Absolutely, it's a big loss for Bharatiya Janata Party for a simple reason that Manohar Parrikar was the one who mainstreamed Bharatiya Janata Party in Goa. See, Goa is a very mixed society. It's like Kerala. Now, BJP has not tasted any success in Kerala, but the BJP was pretty successful way back in 90s or early 2000 in Goa, whereby the Christian population started to vote for Bharatiya Janata Party. Goa has got a very complex, I would say, mix of population, the way you see in Kerala. You have Christians, you have people from Portuguese origin, you have Marathis, you had local Goanese, you had migrant population. But then, the church never accepted in the earlier, at the time in 60s and 70s, BJP as or then Bharatiya Janata Sangh, and then in 80s, BJP as a party. And BJP was born in 1980s, and within 20 years, you had a BJP government in Goa. So I think that success belonged to Manohar Parrikar. I wouldn't use the word mainstreaming Bharatiya Janata Party, but I would say that getting those people to vote and support Bharatiya Janata Party who traditionally do not support the Hindutva line of BJP, which they practice in mainland India. So I think that belonged to Manohar Parrikar. Secondly, Manohar Parrikar himself was a senior leader who did not require any support from Modi-led Bharatiya Janata Party. We have to understand that Mr. Parrikar belonged to a different era. Mr. Parrikar was a bigger leader than Narendra Modi. Mr. Parrikar was a chief minister and contemporary of Modi. Mr. Manohar Parrikar himself, like Nitin Gadkari, was extremely close to RSS. And Manohar Parrikar, more than anyone, had a lot of public acceptance. So, when Manohar Parrikar went on to become the defense minister of the country, he was not considered any minion to anyone. So, Manohar Parrikar was considered as a person who had his own mind. So, that way, it's a great loss to Bharatiya Janata Party. We have to understand that. And when the government was completely destabilized in Goa, despite the fact that Manohar Parrikar was on borrowed time, to put it very bluntly, and not well, and he had passed on the baton as a defense minister because he was not keeping well, he still served the party. It's very, very rare that people do that. People during their they shut themselves off. They don't meet anyone. Take example, any political party. They are closeted with their family and friends. But Manohar Parrikar did otherwise. He kept the party alive and keeping the government functional. So Manohar Parrikar is a great example in context of public service. And I think it's a great loss to RSS and Bharatiya Janata Party more than anything. Because very few people I have seen in 20 years of journalism who have worked till the last day of their life knowing that they're living on borrowed time and not spending that time with their family, but doing it for a larger purpose, whether they think it's the organization, whether they think it's the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, or whether they think that it is, his own party. But he did that Very few people have done it. So I think Manohar Parrikar leaves a very strong organizational legacy.
Kartikeya Sharma, political editor, joining us. Kartikeya, stay with us. The President of India, Ramnath Kovind, has tweeted. He said that extremely sorry to hear of the passing of Shri Manohar Parrikar, Chief Minister of Goa, after an illness born with fortitude, with dignity. And epitome of integrity and dedication in public life, his service to the people of Goa and of India will not be forgotten. President of India Ramnath Kovind's official Twitter handle has tweeted out, Manohar Parrikar has passed away at the age of 63 due to pancreatic cancer. That's the tweet. We have Kartikeya Sharma, our political editor, continuing to be with us on the phone line. Kartikeya, the President of India's tweet, putting it into perspective, this passing away of Manohar Parrikar, but this will most certainly result in the state of Goa being thrown into absolute political chaos.
Yes, the Goa will be in a political chaos. Bharatiya Janata Party has already laid the, Bharatiya Janata Party says that they have the majority, but I think the Congress has also laid the claim. Before I answer that political question, I must put this on record. Very few political leaders in Indian context show that emotional maturity. I remember a tweet on part of Manohar Parrikar saying that, when we work through all our life, we do not remember our friends and family. And he tweeted a picture of his friends and family saying that when we die, these are the only people we remember. It was a very poignant and a touching tweet tweeted by Manohar Parrikar, which is true for every person that, in the race for a better political job, for better rise, for a better employment, for a better raise, people forget with whom they have lived and grown. And when they are about to die, and when they know that there will be no more, these are the only people they remember. And he tweeted that, acknowledging the fact that, it happens to everyone. That made Manohar Parrikar a very different breed of politician. I cannot claim to, say that I have known Mr. Parrikar personally, but I have followed him as a journalist. But what he tweeted and the sort of statements he made on social media and other formats, which is his edits or whether his articles, he was a different person altogether. But yes, now coming back to the question you asked me, I would say that there is a problem on hand for Bharatiya Janata Party. BJP was able to save its government because of Manohar Parrikar. Manohar Parrikar's strength was to get everyone on board, despite the fact that the government was not in majority and the BJP had lost elections. And it was because of Manohar Parrikar's tall personality and sort of a bit of a strong hand job done by, hard work done by BJP President Amit Shah, that they were able to pull things together. But in absence of Parrikar, the hard job which Amit Shah has done, I don't think that will stay, because the problem is that who will be the next chief minister?
Right.
And secondly, how many people will come together to support a candidature? And lastly, the most important of all, in this case where BJP is now falling short and where there will be an election, the larger question is what will be the position of the governor, because the central government is being ruled by Bharatiya Janata Party.
Right.
So that way, ultimately, the ball will lie with the Delhi.
Right, absolutely. Stay with us, Kartikeya. We have Nirja Chaudhary, political analyst, also joining us. Nirja, it is a sad moment for at this point in time, but at the same time, the ramifications of it are going to be crucial going forward from here on.
Yeah, it is a sad moment because Manohar Parrikar was known for his integrity, for being grounded in the ethos of Goa. People in Goa loved him. I mean, I met him in Goa and I could see that, he belonged to some politicians are really grounded in their states in a way that's inexplicable, like A.K. Antony is in Kerala. So also was Parrikar. And a reluctant to come to Delhi, but he did and became defense minister. So yes, I think many will miss him. And of course, there are ramifications for Goa now because he held everybody together. That was the reason why he was sent back. And now with the way the situation is with the BJP down to 12 and Congress at 14, as it is, the Congress has written to the governor, to form a government there. Now all eyes will be on Mridula Sinha, the governor, what she does. Will she go in for president's rule? That would be what Delhi might be interested in, because we are into elections and all this turbulence in Goa probably will now suit. Or will they allow either of the parties to cobble together a government which will be... Congress claims to have the numbers. Will they allow the Congress to form the government, or allow BJP, another leader, to come, or somebody to come from the Congress into the BJP? It will all be very unseemly kind of situation. So let's see what happens now in Goa. But he does leave a void in more ways than one.
Right. And Nija, if I were to press you further on that subject, which means that there could be a bad scramble at this point in time for who will, stake the claim to form the government in the state, and both parties would need to come out of it clean if they want to impress the voter for the upcoming general elections.
That's right. Because you see, after all, it will send a message. The way the government gets formed, if it is formed now, it does send a message to the people of Goa, and so the centre will have to worry about that. So it's possible that they may opt for president's rule for a spell.
But that will certainly not be acceptable for the Congress party.
It will not, and they will go to town against it, and they will make it that issue. So that is also something that in
Right. Nija Chaudhary, we will be correcting that audio line with you and coming back to you. But for now, as India mourns the death of a three-time Goa Chief Minister and former Defence Minister of India, Manohar Parrikar, here's a look at the veteran BJP leader's life and times.
It was the year 2000. Manohar Parrikar was sworn in as the first Bharatiya Janata Party Chief Minister of the Indian state of Goa. In the coming years, Parrikar would come back to the post 2 more times. He would help the BJP wade through a series of political ups and downs in the state, including defections. Manohar Parrikar was born in 1955 while Goa was still under the Portuguese rule. Parrikar graduated from the prestigious Indian Institute of Technology in Bombay. He was the first IITian to serve as a Chief Minister of an Indian state. Back in 2013, he backed Narendra Modi's candidature for the Prime Minister's post. When the BJP came to power the following year, Modi invited Parrikar to join his cabinet. The veteran Goa politician left his home state for Delhi to head the Defence Ministry. Parrikar was known to take a tough stand during his tenure as the Defence Minister. He opened several probes into the UPA-era Augusta-Westland scam. The 2016 surgical strike after the Uri attack was the high point of Parrikar's tenure as the Defence Minister. But Parrikar's stint at the South Block was short-lived. He returned to Goa as the Chief Minister in 2017. Within 2 years of his return to Goa, Parrikar was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. As Parrikar left for the United States for treatment, political chaos erupted in Goa. Opposition routinely questioned the absence of the Chief Minister, but Parrikar was undeterred by opposition's calls for resignation. The veteran leader did not let cancer dampen his spirit. In his final days, Parrikar was seen attending public events with a tube in his nose.
How is the Josh? How is the Josh?
Now, with the BJP's colossal figure gone and the opposition struggling to come to power, Goa stares at political uncertainty. Bureau Report, Wion, World is One.